go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. on the Range Broadcasting Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop, don't you know? Sit back and enjoy the Lucretia Hughes Show.
What is going on? What's going on? It is Manic Monday. Who's this lady with one arm that's sitting there? She's the baby girl. She'll be 27 in a month. That is Brie Asha Tierra Moore. So everybody, she's what?
You don't tell them my whole name?
The whole name looks like.
Why?
What? You want me to tell them when you was born and how you was born? No? You don't want to do that? You asked if I have any articles.
No.
I got plenty. Y'all want me? I ain't gonna embarrass her, Donna. I'm trying. How much money involved with the approved vaccines? Now, you know, since you already started and we ain't even said respect yourself, go ahead and look at the pharmaceutical companies and how many trillions, many billions. I mean, only people got rich, you know, because we wasn't essential enough. You know, when they shut down her shop, she wasn't essential enough when she decided to become her own entrepreneur. So who got rich? It wasn't us. So what companies was decided that they could stay open when all us mom and small shops out here and even her nail salon had to be shut down? So yeah, the pharmaceutical companies, chicka-ling, ching-ching. Because I'm like this, they still ain't got no cure for cancer. Go ahead and start the show, Dave. Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm back. I'm furious. Respect yourself. I found a video, y'all. Respect yourself. What's going on out there, Biff? Respect yourself. I still ain't taking it. Creation, the FDA just approved the vaccine. They approved abortions too, but I wasn't gonna have one of them anytime soon. Monkey sees, monkeys do. Creation, I took mine. Pray for you. That's all I can say. I'd just rather catch the flu. What happened with the flu? Anybody caught a common cold lately? No. Everybody still dying from just COVID. Or they finally tell the truth. No, because one of the articles today is that Zuckerberg, of all people, Facebook, lied to us. What? What do you mean they lied? Now, you remember when all of us was getting shut down when we was trying to tell you people was dying from that vaccine in Africa and India and everything? Well, guess what? One of the very first deaths that they can actually pinpoint it, guess who suppressed the information? Facebook. It was the hottest, most talked about article, and they shut it all down because they didn't want the truth out there. Let me tell you something. If you don't know what a peer review is, oh, it ain't my fault. Seriously? You don't know what a peer review is? I'm gonna need for y'all to go on a whole nother tab and type in what a peer review is, okay? I'm not doing it. I appreciate, well, one of these days, you're not gonna be able to go to the store. It was foretold. I'm a prepper too, so you know, if you don't have like 3 months worth of food in your house and at least 20 rolls of tissue by now, I can't help you. Chris, you think it's gonna get that bad? It's like Putin said, I ain't even taking those Afghanis, so why are we? And then there's a whole video that was circulating. Actually, it's on my page. I found it myself. Joe Biden said, there's not such a thing as American. There's not such a thing as loving in America. I'm sitting here like, what did he just say? Saying such thing as being American. Is that where he got his baby brother? You know, Barack Hussein Obama said there's no exceptionalism in America. You use a lie. Use a lie. You're a damn lie. They lying. Let's get on over here to Troy Mitchell and Paul Wall, because they said, Creesha, you didn't say diddly squat to us. Hey, Kelly one, what's going on? Hey, Shin, Tilly Lace, what a pretty face. The ponytails hanging down. What is going on out there? Hey, Black Mamba, what's going on, Tara? How you doing out there? Hey, Tiffany. I see you, Tiffany T. Y'all coming in a beautiful hi. Creesha, you gonna finally tell us what happened to you this weekend while you had to go to the hospital? What is it? It's all about that bass, no treble. It's all about that bass, no. Who tears a hole in their eardrum? I did. I did. Woke up Saturday morning, and it was like, scared, I can't hear anything. It's like, that's what it sounded like in my right ear. So me being me, decided not to tell Dave. And I sat there and I took it and I said, you know what? Because you know how you go up in the mountains and your ears pop, how it clogs up? Well, basically it clogged up to the point where I couldn't hear in this ear. So I sat there all day Saturday and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell nobody because I don't like doctors. What? And he just sat down beside me and I just started crying and I said, Dave, I can't hear you. And he was like, what? I said, you're muffled. I cannot hear half of what you're saying on my right side. I'm scared. So by the time when I say I'm scared, Dave panics, and I can actually say thank you so much because I've never seen you that worried about me yet. You know, I just hadn't, not that way. So that is when I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't even make it into ER. Misnomer, people. The hospital's not overflowed. I'm just saying. It's like, seriously, I got back there in about 4 minutes flat. It might have had to do with my blood pressure being like 162 over like 107. That doctor was like, ma'am, you got to calm down. You got to calm down. He said, matter of fact, Lucretia Hughes, Dave was like, she here? He was answering questions. Like, he slapped my ass when I came out of Nancy. And it was like, ma'am, what's going on? He said, I hate to have to eavesdrop and everything, but I just overheard a little bit. Can I check you out right here? I didn't even go to the back room. I didn't go back there where all the beds was. So I sat on the chair furthest from him because I don't like doctors. That's just the way it is. And he just looked at me. He said, okay, so I'm going to have to check something. He said, I see a little wax buildup on that side. And then he looked at my right side. He said, oh, there it is. There, what is? Tears flowing again because I'm thinking he finna say I got a tumor. My mind worked that way. And I thought he was getting ready to say there was a tumor in my ear. He said, no, but there's a perforated eardrum. I said, can you like break that down in layman's terms? He said, you got a hole in your eardrum. So basically, you don't have a fever. You're not running a cold. You're not in pain. All your reflexes are good. He said, here's the strongest antibiotics made for humans. He said, can I ask you a personal question? Sure. I mean, since you done got all up in my eardrum and everything. He said, can you tell me why you don't like doctors? Because y'all literally gave me the scare of my life when I was 38 years old. Y'all decided to tell me I had breast cancer for 3 months straight, getting ready to go to chemo and everything. But because she was so big coming out that my milk ducts hadn't shrunk back, so they out there giving out me misinformation saying I got breast cancer. So after that scare, I said, if you, your mom and them, and the horse you ride up on, and I said, I am banning all hospitals and doctors for the rest of my life. And that's pretty much what had happened.
You love to blame us, huh?
It was your fault. She putting up the fly screen thing. She said, I'm going to get out of here. She's going to embarrass me. Ear issues are the worst. I know it, especially when I got to get on an airplane soon and drive and doing all this stuff in the next couple of weeks. Speaking of the next couple of weeks. Faith over fear. I couldn't respond to y'all yesterday because somebody reported me. And I said 33 days. I got a 3-day ban because I said I refused to argue with people that look like me about stoves white. Damn, I'm sitting here like, who all up in their feelings? It must have been that guy. He's like, I'm going to get her shut down. Well, you didn't. So, but I couldn't respond until I came out here, but I was so sleepy, I really didn't respond to y'all. So y'all, please, and I'm telling you right now, go over to the Eventbrite. Let's go ahead and get those numbers up right now so y'all will know, because I had someone say, I'm driving in from Arkansas. Dion Black, somebody is coming from Arkansas. Thank you. 180 people have signed up for the Faith Over Fear rally. One more time. Oh, yeah. And probably stressing out about that too. Yeah, I've been stressing about this rally. Creatia, I've been stressing. I'm a woman. It's my prerogative. You know, it's just the way it is. But we have 180 people that have signed up for free, let's say this one more time, free Faith Over Fear tickets for September the 11th, right here, starting at 1 o'clock. And we're not going to stop until either somebody bring me some fireworks and we shoot fireworks off. It's like either or, whichever comes first. I'm just whichever come first. So we still have time. Y'all get over there, share it with your friends, share it with your loved ones, share it, that the Faith Over Fear rally is September the 11th, starting at 1 o'clock. And I cannot wait. And you know I'm about to say, please go over to the PayPal. Please go over to our Etsy store, get your official Faith Over Fear t-shirt, or Not Today, Satan. It just depends. And this is a rally, people. It's outside. You don't have to dress up. You can come in tennis shoes, I prefer, blue jeans, shorts. You know, don't come here butt naked. That wouldn't be a good sight. Nancy will probably chase you out of here. But please, look, Mama said show will. So please, come here to be comfortable. We have hot dogs, hamburgers, drinks, water, potato chips, coleslaw, green bean cake, whoopie pies, strawberry shortcake, banana puddings. We have the whole nine. So you're going to eat and you're going to fellowship and have a good time. We got Miss Barbara from Spartanburg, South Carolina, that is coming down here and bring your children. We're going to have her not only do the kids corner and a kids tent to have the kids over there. I don't know what she's going to talk to them about, but I cannot wait to see that happen. And you know what? It's going to be a great time. Now, see, if I could get that in my head and not stress about this, that'll be great. That's all I can say. Jeez, we got 2 weeks and 5 days. Lucretia, you counting down? Yes, I am. Did you start rocking? Lucretia, calm down. See, you already started stressing out. My shoulders got tense, probably. Hey, Melody. I gained over 100 pounds. I eat at your house, Lucretia. You better come on. And for people that's asking, who's cooking all this? Me, Tina, Nancy, Mac, Dave, Briasha, and anyone else, because you know the rules of my house. The rules of my house is that the men get on the grill. Now, the men is going to be doing all the grilling because, you know, you ain't finna heat up my house, okay? We're going to have the hamburgers and hot dogs out there on the grill. So the men is going to handle that. They're going to be shooting the whole nine. So, you know, if you want to jump on over there with the men folks and help them shoot and actually have a great time, you can do that. So, you know what? It's going to be all hands on deck. So, Dion Black, I'm picking you up from the airport, young man. So stop asking people. I would not have you come all the way to Georgia and me not come pick you up from the airport. Who does that? I'm going to pick you up from the airport. I just hope it's early that morning. If not, I'm going to have to break away from here and come pick you up. But you know what? I'll do that. So you know what? Hey, Christy Brown, what's going on? Let's give our shout-outs. Hey, Miss the Bunny Kid, what's going on? Hey, Misty Lester. That's what I said, green bean cake. Oh, y'all ain't had that. Whoa, it ain't my fault. It's the first thing that gets gone. Anytime I bring the desserts out, it's like it's greened out. Then they just, this is what people do to me. And I'm just sitting there like, do you like it? They'll take that little small bite first and pop it in their mouth. And then a minute later, the whole slice is gone. And then they picking up 2 or 3 pieces more. I'm sitting here like, did you like it? Okay. Well, Lucretia, I would tell you what's in it, but there's only 2 people that has this secret. My daughter and my niece. I would have to kill you.
I know.
You ain't gonna, I would have to kill you. He put that hand down real quick. That's a secret. It's like some recipes, it's a family thing. It's a family affair.
If somebody wants to properly bribe me with about $5,000, I'll give it up.
No, the hell you ain't. No, you ain't. That was an old ancient white woman that gave me that thing. You just a lie. The same woman that taught me at Hardee's how to make homemade biscuits from scratch. So she trusted me with her recipe. And you think I'm finna give it, what? That's just like me trying to give you my macaroni and cheese recipe. That ain't gonna Dave said I had to have macaroni and cheese at the rally. So it looks like I'm gonna have 2 huge pans. How you have macaroni and cheese with hamburgers and hot dogs? Who does that? But Dave, he made me promise that I'm gonna have 2 huge pans of macaroni and cheese. That don't go with hamburgers and hot dogs, Dave.
I'm gonna put that macaroni and cheese on my hot dog, or no, on my hamburger.
What? Who does? That don't make no sense. No, macaroni and cheese don't go on a hamburger either.
Yours will.
Well, I'm having macaroni and cheese, and I'm having macaroni and cheese, so
And
we're gonna be
if somebody
cooking.
wants to slide a couple $1,000 in my hands as a bribe, I will give up the.
Miss Dad, can you,
secret
Mr.
to the
Lester,
green
can you
bean cake.
please tell him to stop? It's some things that you have that. Oh, you remember your grandparents used to have those cards, and some of y'all might have got it passed down that she didn't measure anything, but you knew what to do. And there's a lot of people that grandmothers pass down those recipes from generation to generation. You just can't be willy-nilly just giving away stuff, sweetheart. That's why nothing is written down. And literally, somebody stood side by side with me. She said, are you gonna tell me how much milk to put in it? Watch this. Stop. She said, you measure like that? One more time. Stop. You don't have to, when you know, you know. And a lot of Southern cooks don't measure diddly squat. It's a pinch here, a smidgen of that, a little this, and this, and voila. It's like goulash. You just stop until your body say, okay, that's enough. And then it turns out great. So you know what? I just know some of this stuff is stuck in my head, and it's not written down on paper anywhere. So I might need to. Hey Dana, what's up? You're not late to Leanna. How you doing out there? Carrot cake to go aside. Mama! She did mention a carrot cake. I don't like those. That's like banana bread. Carrots belong with ranch dressing. Not inside of a cake. Watch somebody. War. Fight. Yeah, carrot cake. I don't like those. But everything else my mom make, that banana pudding and strawberry shortcake with the whole strawberries in. She already got the clam shells that she gonna be scooping everything out, and mom already got that stuff. I'm sitting here like she ready. So y'all come. I'm telling you, the food's gonna be on points that day. Hey Tracy, what's up, Beth? That's how I measure a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's all you need. Stop Dave, chill, brother. You better tell him. He's been nice though. Sounds like my husband, mom. Saying that, just stand there beside her and just be writing stuff down. Even if you got to write the ingredients, because that's cooking. If you ain't burnt yourself, cut yourself, or stabbed yourself at least once, or probably went blind because something splattered in your face, then you truly ain't a good cook. Krisha, that is not true. If you ain't said a Band-Aid here, a little butter there, I'm gonna need to see some scars, okay? That's how we know. And because I've seen some old women that would literally put their hand in hot water and it's just like, they didn't burn? My hands are toughened. I was like, the hell? Okay, no wonder they used to beat the living day. Okay then, red velvet cake. Skip. That's actually simple. That's actually a simple red velvet. Now look, Skip. Red velvet cake. I'm writing that down just for you because that was not on my radar. And that is a really simple recipe to make from scratch. So red velvet cake it is. God, Krisha, how many desserts you gonna have? It's 180 people coming. There you go. Hey there, Ron from the bacon. Somebody said, what are something that you don't cook butt naked? Grits and bacon. Hey, Miss Webb, and see, Leon Black, the reason why I'm going to be able to come pick you, because Miss Webb is going to be here early. So that means, depending on what time your airplane comes, I might have to pick her up, and she rides with me to Atlanta to come and get you. But she's already saying, and I love this, because her daughter is going to be out of school on that Friday and Saturday. She getting extra credit. The school and her teacher is giving her extra credit to come and help set up a rally, Faith Over Fear. She go to her country school where the principal and the teacher is allowing her to be out of class to come and help set up a rally as long as she proves she was there. So her daughter is going to be out here busting her tail, making sure that she won't be able to go to Atmosphere though. Well, Mom, you're going to babysit some of these babies, the kids, because it's going to be a while here. So please bring y'all children. My grandchildren are going to be here. A lot of other people children is going to be here. This is a family day, and I want y'all to be part of this family and enjoy yourselves. So, hey, Miss B-Dub, we got that check. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we got that. I had to give that shout out. We got that this weekend. My aunt would also use palm full and ask her what if my palmer was bigger than hers. She just used a palm full. I didn't even know that was a teaspoon. Y'all know that you can pour salt in this right here is like a teaspoon. You know, this, you can tell this how well your steak is. Some things you just know. How did our parents actually survive like that a long time ago with lard? You know they still make lard. Best thing for biscuits, that and Crisco. I'm just, Lucretia, you just fattening us up. The best, let me tell you something, biscuits and sausage gravy, lard. And then you remember that bacon grease that Crisco can that just everybody just poured more grease on top of other grease and top of other grease, and they use that grease. I said, yeah, that's how country I am. Peach cobbler. That's Nancy. That's Nancy. Sharon, that's Nancy. That's my mama. Can you send me a green bean cake for Thanksgiving? Yes, actually I can. Actually, I will. Hey there, Whitney. What's going on? I believe the children are our future. So you know what? That's why Miss Barbara's coming here. And like I said, thank you so much, Miss Barbara. You're going to meet 3 generations of one family that you help mold their futures. So I want to tell you, not only are you going to meet me again after 20-something years, you're going to meet me again. You're going to meet that little boy, my son. He's coming also. And then you're going to meet his children. So that is 3 generations, ma'am. I wanted to say that you had a pivotal point in my life that helped me mold my son, because you helped mold me, and that helped mold my grandchildren. So I wanted to tell you that you're going to see 3 generations that you touched. So I can't wait to see you again. Hey now, what's going on? Sound like an old-fashioned dump cake. She done threw up ice cream. It's going to be hot that day. We're in the South. It don't get cold in December. Hey there, Amy. I want to try one of those famous teas. Long Island, that is. Thank you to Atmosphere Bar and Grill. Lucretia, my favorite bar and grill. They have announced that the before party that Friday, since so many people are coming in town Friday, they have allowed us to have a pre-rally at Atmosphere that night. You go to Atmosphere Atlanta and sign up for the event on their event page. So they want to know how many people are going to come. And right now, like I said, once we finish setting up here and in Loganville, but it's called Atmosphere of Atlanta if you look it up on Facebook. And that we're going to leave here that night, and we're going to meet up at Atmosphere that Friday night, and we're just going to have a great time, but then we're going to get back here and get some sleep. Bring some stick-ups, Dion. I remember your feet the last time. Old school ladies use lard for skin cream. I don't want pimples. That's funny. Hey Todd, me and Lisa are coming. Got a hotel room today. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is what I'm talking about. Did my shoulders go down just a little bit? Yeah, they did. I had a dream that I was sitting there and it was me and Jersey Jack with a whole bunch of hot dogs. That's not gonna happen. Hey Judy, look at Miss Judy. How you doing? Pray for me. I'm in the hospital. COVID-19, bad shape. Please tell Pastor Locke. Yes, ma'am. Matter of fact, Lucretia, you about to stop your show and actually do this. Yeah, I am. Lucretia, I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep on talking. I'ma send an email to Locke. Cause why? She asked me to. Really, why? She asked me to. Really, why? Cause she asked me to. And compose. Stephanie? Lucretia, you really stopping your show to get a message to Pastor Locke. Prayer request. I'm gonna do that. Paste. Send. Done. She checks her email. Pray for her. Everybody keep her in your prayers. But Miss Judy, I sent the email. Just like that. Stop my whole show because you asked me to. And because you're in the hospital and you're dealing with this. So yes, ma'am, I did that. So we're sending our prayers out and positive vibes to you. So I have no problems. And if I know a person that can help a person that can help a person, isn't that what we're supposed to do in life? Is that you actually help other people network with people? Well, I know Pastor Greg Locke, and I know that he is a very powerful prayer warrior. And I had no problem because you immediately, what did she say? Pray for me. I'm in the hospital. I just did it. So I wanted you to know she will, Stephanie. will answer her email, and she will get it to Pastor Greg Locke. Why? Because I sent it. So I guess I should have put your name. I'm sorry, but God knows. And like he said, when two or more get together in his name, everything is possible. So, ma'am, please take care of yourself. Do what the doctors say. Take care of your chest. Take care of that congestion. Take the medicine that's needed. Take care of yourself. And that is from me, my daughter, and my husband, and everybody that's watching right now. It's not a fake thing. And my daughter will tell you right now, when I was knocked down sick and really sick with whatever we had, because she slept right there beside me in that chair for a day and a half. Was you out for 2 days? So we bounced back, we bounced back. But ma'am, for you to be in the hospital, I know it's very, very serious. And like I said, prayers to you. Because I'm not saying that it's not out there, because it is. And it affects people differently. So all this, all for one shot is going to cure all for everything. So, but I'm praying that you get better in your health, and I'm praying that you get out of the hospital soon. So yes, ma'am. That's my prayer for you. Hey, Todd, how you doing out there again? What is going on, Jan? And then we're going to start talking about, hey, Derek, what's going on out there? When you stand up, the Long Island iced tea hits you, it takes 3. She didn't blink. She just looked. For it to knock me down, for a Long Island iced tea to knock me down, I have to have 3 back to back to back. Then I'm wobbly. But I'm too old for that. I know I can take 2. Just what? I got a designated driver. Hey, Colleen, always was saved by Gramsci's. Never throw that bacon grease away. No one died of diabetes. That's out there. Why don't they give a universal shot for that in cancer? I mean, jeez. They can't even cure the common cold. Okay, stop, Christian. Hey, Liz, I just found out before you came on. Found out what? What did you just found out just before you came on? What did you find out, Miss Liz? We all want to know. Curious, how do y'all feel about Trump saying boo? Krisha, let me tell you something. I don't agree 99%, 100% with anyone. And that's why I love Dave. He's 80-20. Because 20% of the time I be wanting to lay hands. I be like, what the? He's 80%, Krisha, 80-20. So no, I told y'all this last year. Now I know we're at the bottom of the hour. You think I'm finna change my tune? Go back a year ago and listen to what I said then when it was first come out, and he was like, yeah, the jab, and I ain't doing it. So, and that's great. And we have to make individual choices for ourselves. And no offense, from what I'm hearing, and I kind of caught it, a lot of people in Sweet Home Alabama, 45,000 people strong, it was still boo. No. As a lot of people said, absolutely not. And no offense, when you start mandating for people to be required to obey anybody else, we wasn't made that way. We wasn't born that way. And in America, we was never taught that way. Even with doctors, we was always taught you get a second opinion. So all this to be all this shot and COVID, if you and your mama and them, I am not going to take something that I know I've done my research. I know some people. And if my sister is telling me, I ain't going to take that second. Krisha. I had real bad side effect. I ain't doing it. She said, So if me and my sister pretty much got the same DNA, I'm not taking my chances if it knocked her down for 3 solid weeks. And my sister is like me. She don't cry easily. She don't get worried easily. But for her to put her firmly foot down to say no to number 2, that tells you that first shot really scared the living daylights out of her. And that's my oldest sister. And if it affected her that bad, hell, I look like trying to convince anybody to take anything like that. So I'm going to trust my instinct. I'm going to listen to that still quiet voice. And I'm going to take my chances. I'm just going to take my chances. Because I was already promised where I'm going to go after this anyway. So I'm good. Go ahead, Dave. We're at the bottom of the hour.
Heard it Jesus can take our fears away. I know that's true, but first we need to pray. As generations expand, feels like we're living in a foreign land. Divided we fall, united we stand. Faith over fear, let it ring clear. Something greater than us happening here. When our eyes are open, but our vision ain't clear. Believe without seeing, faith over fear. Red, white, and bruised. What we have to do, fall back on our knees and confess, align with the truth. As the story said, with the words written in red, He will send a comforter to guide us through. Faith over fear, let it ring clear. Something greater than us happening here. And our eyes are open, but our vision ain't clear. Believe without seeing, faith over fear. Red, white, and bruised. What we have to do, fall back on our knees and confess, align with the truth. As the story said, with the words written in red, He will send a comforter to guide us through. Faith over fear, let it ring clear. Something greater than us happening here. And our eyes are open, but our vision ain't clear. Believe without seeing, faith over fear.
Terry, Miss Terry, you do know she's from Spartanburg also. Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. I am Lucretia Hughes. Let's get into these articles. Go ahead, Paul Wall, y'all. Faith over fear tickets, please go over there. Hey, William Bernard, how you doing? I misread your original statement. I thought you read Kamala. But we do got something on that. Who sings this? I love it. Sassy. Is that Sassy Mom? Sassy Ass Mom. Who are you? Is this Sassafrasy? Is this who sings what? Border Patrol says morale is in the toilet with just 12 guards protecting a 245-mile stretch of border.
She was probably asking about the rally video, and that is Chad Evers.
Oh, that was Chad Evers, written by James Napier.
And Chad Evers.
Okay, but please don't call him Freedom Beard. Don't do that. His name is James.
and they will both be at the rally.
His name is James. Okay, let's read this. Border Patrol said morale is in the toilet with just 12 guards protecting a 245-mile stretch of border in the Rio Grande during the historic influx of migrants. So, this Putin. Lucretia, you clapping for Putin. At least he got common sense enough. Stop allowing all these people to flood in his nation when he don't know who they is. Ours? So this new voting bloc. Okay, stop, Lucretia. Oh, I will. A dozen Border Patrol officers are reportedly responsible for patrolling a nearly 200... Do we have a government? Stop. It says 250-mile stretch of southern border hitting a new low for both staffing and morale as the number of migrants crossing into the United States shadow records month to month to month. You know how to get them to stop coming over here? Turn off the spigot.
I know we don't have a president or vice president.
Oh, we're going to get on to those hammer toes, too. It says Custom and Border Protection has a force of roughly 19,000 officers. Roughly half of the agents stationed in Texas have been pulled from patrolling the border and instead tasked with processing migrants in custody. It says Texas and New Mexico account for 60% of known border crossings. Morale is in the toilet. The National Border Patrol Council Vice President John Anafison told the National Examiner. He said the morale among CBP officers is low because they aren't allowed to do their job. Sound like the popos. Did you hear that hot of a mess? Defund the popos. 6 months later. Bring the police back. Bring the police back. Say what? Bring the police back. What? Make your mind up. I thought you said councils and caseworkers were supposed to handle that. They ain't working too well. So another 44 people were shot in Chicago and 7 was killed. Still trying to figure out how they ain't ran out of people yet. But I digress. It says the border crossing hits a 21-year high in July alone. Just one damn month. 212,672,000. I want my welfare check. I need help. We got people in our nation that need help too. We got homeless. We got the elderly. We got people in poverty. We got people that need help too. So why wouldn't we keep focusing on, I forgot who is up there in nobody. Just like that. It says that officers now are almost solely dealing with people who are walking up to us and turning themselves in. Didn't that federal judge say re-implement President Trump, stay your ass on the border? Didn't he just say that? Was that not a federal judge that literally said, hey Biden, since you wanted to squash everything good and positive that President Donald J. Trump did, even that border protection, let me tell you what I'm about to do by being a federal judge. You're going to re-implement that and you're going to shut it down. And they're going to stay on that other side until they're processed. I was like, well, dang, about time somebody got some cojones up in here. Or Kamala still got on her knee pads. I had to look over there at my daughter. I keep forgetting she is over 22. Yeah, I'm just what? Over the weekend, if you did not know, yes, thank you so much. I'm trying to click it, Paul Wall. Listen to this, because this came out actually Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday when the Parliament of Britain actually condemned it with contempt. And now you got Angela Merkel in Germany. You got all these other foreign nations, because you got to remember what just came out over the weekend is that he didn't consult with any of our allies, anybody in the UN Council, anything. He just pretty much forgot about it. It's Joe Biden. It's just like, come on, Biden, just get the hell stepping. Let's keep going. It begins. Former British commander in Afghanistan calls for Joe Biden's court-martial. They can court-martial him. I thought there was impeachment. He ain't in the military. I know he's the commander-in-chief. You can court-martial a president? Hey, Dave, somebody look that up. Can you court-martial a president? I don't know. This is the first time I ever heard this, because everything we heard on Trump was impeach, impeach, impeach. They didn't impeach him for a phone call, and they did diddly squat. Where the Democrats? Way to go, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Way to go. She walked up in that room, kicked the door up, and said, my first thing is to impeach him. Now, she's trying again. All right, it says his name is Colonel Richard Kemp, CBE. I don't know what that means. It got to be something in their military. Joined Mark Levin, Life, Liberty, and Levin. See how they just, yes, this week, following the fall of Afghanistan. It says Colonel Kemp, in an earlier interview, from the moment Biden made that decision to withdraw without any regards for the security situation of Afghanistan, this situation was almost inevitable. Somebody said, well, Trump said that they need to withdraw. He had a contingency plan to have our special forces keep that locked down until our people got out of there. But Joe Biden literally scratched that out in February. No, it was February, and it was final in June. That's why they said February. It was out there. That was one of the executive orders that he destroyed when he first got in office, because the first month, it was like 56 executive orders that he signed, and one of them was that about Afghanistan. So Trump had the contingency plan to safely withdraw our troops and people out of Afghanistan, but like Joe Biden did on day one, he scratched out everything positive that was a benefit to the United States. How in the world are we gonna go from energy dependent, but we didn't have to worry about anybody else? He's asking OPEC to actually turn up the oil supply. I ain't getting it, so I never have. It says during his interview, it says the fall of Afghanistan has devastating effects for NATO. It says Biden, it's a P word in front of it, but I refuse to call him that, because if you doing this as commander-in-chief, you ain't commanding nothing but your son and his perverted, okay, Christian, has completely destroyed his credibility. The dude been in office for 47 years. Remember, he said he didn't want his kids to go to school with people look like her. I mean, you know, the jungle monkeys and stuff. He said that I had to turn on the radio and turn on the record player so she could be smarter. You know, you remember he said he was going to send, you know, caseworkers to all black people home so they can teach us how to raise our children because we don't want to. You can find everything I just said. It's a quote from Joe Biden. You can find everything I just quoted. He said this, just like he told those Black Panthers, pastors, you know what? You're gonna have to deal with it. I said, oh, and they dropped their head like they are. It says, Lucretia, yeah, I'm still frustrated at pastors literally kneeling for him. I can't believe, they're gonna bust it wide open and never bring it back. They will operate freely, and they can operate more freely than before 9/11. They emptied the prisons. They emptied all those. Never mind. It says jihadists from around the world were trained and flocked to Afghanistan. There is no one more who is cheering this on than Russia and China. As Russia said, you don't bring them here. Don't bring them here. I don't know none of them people. I'm the president of Russia. None of y'all Afghanis are coming over here. Why would I want militant men from coming up into my nation? I said, well, Putin. Hey. It says, now they see that they have pretty much an open field. In my opinion, I don't say this often, and I don't say this lightly. I've never said this about anyone else or any other leader in this position. People are talking about impeaching Biden. I don't think Biden should be impeached. He's the commander-in-chief of the United States Armed Forces who has just essentially surrendered it to the Taliban. He shouldn't be impeached. He should be court-martialed for betraying the United States of America and the United States Armed Forces. God, we got more sense than half the people that sit. Way to go, Paul Wall, for getting this truth out there. See, that's why I say receipts. So we can actually have the proof. So people are like, that's misinformation. You don't read, do you? You watch TV? I don't. I'm gonna say this one more time. Somebody said, you watch TV? I ain't watched television in 7 years. Nope, I lied. November 4th, 2016. Last time I watched television. I'm gonna say that one more time. November the 4th, but he was elected on November the 3rd. Exactly. I rolled over, saw Berkeley burning, and I said, no more. So I unplugged all my televisions. So me, haven't watched me, myself, and I have not watched television since November the 4th of 2016. I like to read. You better give me some transcripts, some receipts, because I ain't finna take no 30-second soundbite and run a whole story with it. Who does that? It's a lot of people. What's this? Angela Merkel. Lucretia, thank you for these receipts, Paul Wall, because people ain't going to believe us unless we actually let them know what's going on. It says, in their last meeting, Angela Merkel, Germany, asked Putin for help in getting her out of the Afghan mess. Okay, I'm gonna take that out my ear because I can't believe what I just read. Lucretia, but what they got to do with your ear? I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to hear myself say this one more time. In their last meeting, Angela Merkel asked Putin, bareback on the back of a grizzly bear, Putin, for help in getting her out of the Afghan mess. What the world Germany got to do with this? Well, let's read on. Let's read on and find out. Okay, then. It says, Germany Chancellor Angela Merkel on Friday bypassed Joe Biden and the United States and asked Russian President Vladimir Putin for support in rescuing local Afghan forces after the Taliban took over. It says the remarks came during a Merkel trip to Moscow, likely the last in her capacity as chancellor, as she is due to step down from politics following the Germany's general election in September. You mean tell me y'all ain't got dominion? What? You didn't know about that? You better go and find out how many people was IP address in Germany that had something to do with November the 3rd, 2020. Lucretia, see, this way I'm about tired of talking to people. I even got that intel that 2 days later. I'm sitting here like they was ping, 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 ping. Everybody had a little dibble-dabble with our election but us. Okay, it says also came in a time that immense global strife, just days after the Taliban seized control of Kabul. It's Kabul, Krisha. It's Kabul. It looked like Kabul to me. Afghanistan and the rising tensions in Ukraine. Ukraine and Putin, Taiwan, China, Germany, and everybody else in the world. This ain't good, people. Let's keep going. Moscow, meanwhile, is seeking open channels of communication with the Islamic group. You remember Tarsikistan? Krisha, I'll figure out the name when I read it again. You remember Tarsikistan? You know, that when I told y'all last Friday that the Russian troops and Russian tanks was on the horizon, so where the Taliban and ISIS could literally see them on the horizon and they're just sitting there all pretty? Well, they still there. They ain't afraid of no terrorist group. It says, and appears to be looking to foster some sort of relationship with Taliban. Well, I keep telling you, Muslim nations respect strength. Creation strength. It's strength at this point, okay? They respect strength. So I'm gonna get a female vice president. Not with no Muslim nations, you ain't. Not with no Muslim nation. You didn't think that clearly. We are Democrats, and we believe that no one should be judged by the color of their skin or if they're male or female. That's what you just did. And then you trying to flip the script to try to call her a black woman when she ain't. And then you couldn't figure out who she truly was when it literally quotes and says when she first got in the Senate, she was the first Indian woman. So y'all trying to be like, no, the black delegation sends her back over there. The white people will pick her up. Oh, yeah, they don't want her either. Indians, y'all want her? The Indian delegation can have Kamala Harris. There you go. We don't want her. She looked like she can literally put raisins in the potato salad and think that's good. Merkel called on Russia to communicate with the Taliban. That is, there was willingness to work with a militant group on humanitarian ground. How the heck? Who keeps make-believing this stuff up? They've been beating, pillaging, murdering. You know they hung and burnt a woman alive because they didn't like her cooking. I'm going to say that one more time. Over the weekend, they demanded this woman to cook for them. She couldn't cook, so they killed her. I just had to make sure y'all heard what I heard. I heard and I read it. Allowed a safe evacuation of southern ally Afghans. It says Merkel called on Russia to communicate with the Afghans, Taliban, that was willingness to work with the militant group on humanitarian grounds. That is not gonna work. I have given information that we in Germany consider it most important to evacuate people who have worked for over 20 years for us. Those citizens in Afghanistan should receive a place to stay in Germany. Take them. Get them over there then. We don't want them. Lucretia, we got our own fault. We got our own issues. Hi. It says Putin called on an international community to prevent the collapse of Afghanistan. What Biden at? It says the Taliban movement control almost the entire territory of the country. You know how big that dang on? Okay, Christian, stop. It says these are the realities, and it is from these realities that we must proceed, preventing the collapse of the Afghan state. To prevent it. Anybody paying attention lately? How many people was trampled just at the airport yesterday? I said trampled to death. Maybe I need to clarify that. To death. You know how many people was trampled to death yesterday? Do anybody read the news? I didn't say watch. I said read the news anymore. 7 people lost their lives and a child. As you last week, Friday that we was talking about, that you got these Afghan women throwing their babies to the British Army so they'll be saved. Do you know how much self-preservation it would take for you to take your baby and throw it over a wall to make sure they have a life? Y'all want humanitarian. Do you know they are... never mind. Just people don't read no more. Paul Wall, I'm so glad you got a friend in me. I'm just throwing it out there. Hey there, you saw that? I saw that too. Hey, William Bernard, Black Mama, the vaccine is contaminated. Woo, that's good. Just get on over here. Yeah, they over there having their humdinger of a time on D-Live. We're supposed to pray for the enemy. I find it difficult right now. I'm gonna have to take that sin. Lucretia, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. I'm supposed to pray for my enemies. You're the ones I know. And I ain't even, that door closed. I'll take that. You know what? I'm going to take that sin on my back. Lucretia, you're going to pray for the Taliban. I told you I ain't that Christian fired yet. Lucretia, you're going to pray for ISIS. I ain't no fake Christian. I can't. That's why I don't call myself a Christian. I call myself saved. It's totally different. Saved by the grace and the blood of Jesus Christ. So you know, I know. No. Christian, when you gonna nope. I'll pray for Boo Boo and Stefoo, but I ain't finna pray for someone that's decapitating, setting people on fire, murdering them, or raping them, and pillaging people. No. Tell Satan to pray for him. I ain't wasting no prayer. I'm gonna pray for Miss Judy first. I'll pray for Beth and Braxton and all them. Me pray for the Taliban. Christian, you look like you got the stink face on. Like I keep telling, that's a struggle. I'm not one of those Christians. I'm that. Oh, it ain't me. It's just not. Hey, Rutledge, I'm starting to think that this whole Biden dementia thing is an act. No, I think it's true. I think those 2 brain operations that he had, 3 years ago, I think that kind of effed him up. What? You didn't know he had 2 brain surgeries? He did. Okay, then. He wants to use all of this to turn America into a communist state? Him and the squad. Anybody heard from them lately? What Presley with her ball head? I'm sorry. block, block, chicken, chicken, block, block, chicken. Anybody seen them lately? Where's Omar? Yeah, I'm trying to scrub that DNA test that just came out. What about AOC? She still got a IKEA desk to put together. She finding out what a waste disposal system is. I'm still trying to figure out that. Where's Tel Aviv? She's sitting there dancing with a mask on while she telling everybody else to wear a mask. They got crickets lately. It's like they ain't said nothing. And you nothing. What? Normally they all up in the front page of somebody's stupid news, and I ain't seen them since this started. Lucretia, you about to talk him back up? I ain't even heard from Hillary. Look, Hillary ain't even running her lip like she normally do. The first people you always hear when something pop off in the news is the squad. And they ain't nowhere to be found. What happened? It ain't working out like they wanted to. Okay, let's keep going. With open borders and COVID running rampant, he's throwing America and the world into turmoil, handing over a state-of-art weaponry. Hand it over. Do you see what they got in they? Do you see what they left behind? Like, seriously, did you see all that weaponry? The Black Hawks, the C-130s, and you see all them damn guns, and they talking about we can't have a 9mm. If you turn over your gun, you stupid. I'm just being honest with y'all. You turn over your gun right now, or any of your protection to protect your home, your life, and your liberty. Do you see what's going on in the world? And they shipping them over here in the droves, but leaving our people behind. They leaving our people behind like we don't mean nothing over there. Nothing. How you vetting these people? I forgot they ain't. It says, handing over the state-of-art weaponry to terrorists to use against the world. Did you see the stockpile of stuff? And then they gonna leave merry-go-rounds. They could at least brought the Ferris wheel and the merry-go-round with them. You just gonna leave that behind? Now they gonna sit around there just playing putt-putt for nothing? I sat there and was like, and then did you see what they did? You know, there's this... Okay, I'm just saying. What he done is criminal. He is going to walk away claiming he is mentally incapacitated. That's what tricks me. That's what trips me out. That's what trips me out. It says so he can't be criminally charged, and Kamala will take over as the new leader of the communist America. Did you see that video I put on my page when it says, Dave, you got that video of Kamala looking really sad, like she did not really want to be there. I thought that was hilarious too. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I can't wait to see you again. And they was like zooming in on her, and she was like deep in thought, like she did not want to be there. And her face, all you could see her eyes, and she just looked, her eyes were down, and there go that tune. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I was like, she want to be everywhere else but there. Just, she did not want to be there at all. Hey, Wanda, how about Trump winning Arizona? Shut the front door, Brian. Brian, don't say nothing like that if you ain't got no receipts. Look at me. Hold up, you over here. Brian, how you gonna come on here with a hard name like that? What's your last name? Brian, you can't say how about Trump winning Arizona. The audit's out. The audit's out. They dropped the audit today because they were supposed to drop that over the weekend. The audit's out. Somebody check and see the audit's out. Paul Wall, check and see if the audit's the results of the audits. Damn it, Brian. You can't say stuff like that without receipts. We're going to need to see some receipts, Brian. Why am I giddy? What can happen? What we going to do, Brian, if that happens? Seriously. If they overturn Arizona. Has this ever happened in America? How you switch subjects like that? Had that ever happened in America before? Brian talking about Trump was winning Arizona. Trump won Arizona. Come on, Brian. I'm going to need some receipts. Everybody over there. Somebody find an article. Who live in Arizona? William Bernard, you live in New Mexico. Go across state line and see what's going on. In Maricopa. We all want to know. Brian does say, Lucretia, dude, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Not without receipts. Why did I get happy? Because I want this to stop, Lucretia, but Trump, I don't even think Trump, I think it's so far gone. He gonna have a lot of work to do. But has this ever happened before in our lifetime that somebody cheated this bad where they have to literally bow down, and flip a result? Because even the Democrats, did you see the polls lately? Even the Democrats is having buyer remorse. That's how I feel about it. No, they postponed it again. I'm gonna get on over here to somebody else's page. Done got me all happy. What is this? What? I'm looking. Okay, well, I need some, Andrea, I need the receipts. Just saying. I heard the Senate from Arizona, WendyRogers.org. Are you like trying to put like code words up in this piece? To sign the petition for all elections to be decertified. At this point in history, I think the Democrats would even agree. Nancy Pelosi, because you think about it, who's going to be after Kamala? Because Kamala don't want this job no more. Her face said it all. I don't give. Dave, you got that video? Play the video for everybody to see. Turn it up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Just loop it. We're gonna.
I've come to talk with you again.
Turn it up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Just loop it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
She don't like.
Talk with you again.
What's on her mind? What's on her mind? She looks sad.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What was going through her head at that moment? Just come on, look up at the camera. Come on, just somebody went to go talk to her again. One more time. Slick Willie was on her mind. You reaching on that one. He looked like an uncircumcised. Hey, what's going on? Dude, we done went overtime and everything. You gotta be more professional.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
She about to burn in hell for no reason.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Don't she look scared to death? She looked like she lost her best puppy.
Talk with you again.
Lindsay, she said they doomed, I tell you. Yeah. And since we wasn't professional enough at the top of the hour, we'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave. You got to be back on point.
Ladies and gentlemen, never leave home without your Second Amendment. It's time for us to protect ourselves, especially from the socialists that are coming down upon us. It's time to make this state a sanctuary state for the Second Amendment, and I want full constitutional carry. So with that being said, my name is Matt McGregor and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor.
She's picking, and so is he. Somebody picked him up off that ground. He fell 3 times up the flight of steps. I said, stay there. Just lay. Somebody just go ahead and pull off the airplane. He ain't gonna make it. Or there was Trump hitting those golf balls in the back of his head. What, Dorothy? It was they too easy. Lucretia, you supposed to have respect for what? I ain't gonna get invited again. Okay, let's get on back over here. And welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. Lucretia, this is an opinionated show. You seen Don Kool-Aid Lemon lately? You know they got a guy back on CNN that was called ejaculating off himself. I'm sitting here like, what was Brian at? He probably was like, I was there. I thought you said you was on the tarmac. Oh, you was on that Zoom call too. They brought him back. Y'all got no credibility. What? Hey, Shannon, what's going out there? I don't respect Biden either. His whole name said all. Biden. It's like, come on. You can't. Hughes. What corny can you say? It was huge. I'm hugely huge. It's everything. My last name is like huge. And Biden. I can pick at that all day. Kamala.
No respect for us.
And,
why should we respect him?
No respect. None. He forgot Rodney. Just And don't get me Andrew Dice Clay. Hey, that's who I grew up with. Do you not know my husband? This is how I know our marriage is gonna last for at least a couple of years. Blazing Saddles. Why y'all didn't warn me about that? That was so cringy and funny because I laughed.
I can't believe you haven't seen that whole movie.
Blazing Saddles. I'm surprised you found it in the store the way these snowflakes are walking around with no pants on. We watched Blazing Saddle. 2 minutes in, they was already offending someone. I said, where Mel Brooks? Oh, he's the Indian cross-eyed. I was like, this still out here. That movie's still out there. And Rondo, and the campfire scene. The scene. And then when they was like the new sheriff in town, and they said spirit, I was like, what is Hitler and the Germany up in there, and they howling Hitler on the back of a horse? I said, and then they went into Hollywood. They dropped the F word. I said, did they say that word? I said, who? Richard Pryor helped write this. No wonder. It was hilarious. I laughed the whole day. And Caddyshack. It was like a movie to get you banned for life type of weekend. And we both laughed at the right areas. I was like, oh my God, I gotta show Bree. Derek said that's one funny ass movie. Actually, it was. No wonder we rough. Gotta have a rough neck. We are roughnecks. Gotta have a rough neck. No wonder. We wasn't offended until somebody told us we were supposed to be. And seriously, they didn't miss no one at all in that movie. No one was safe. Not even gay folks. Not safe at all. Cowboys was not safe. And they even said, everybody but the Irish. I said, well, damn. It's like, dude, who you didn't insult? And somebody said, you need to watch Spaceballs.
You haven't seen that one?
Not since I was a child. Is that supposed to offend my senses now, too? Is that rough?
Nowadays, it probably would.
Spaceball is even rougher than the Blazing Saddles. Oh, we got to go watch that then. You got to go buy that from 99 cents, though.
I don't know if it's rougher than Blazing Saddles.
I wonder if David Perdue know he's selling that stuff in his stores. I don't think so. Somebody might get David Perdue on the line. Didn't you get that from the Family Dollar? There was nothing family about that one. Just, honey, I was like, what is a Rondo? Or, Rondo was like, I want to stay with y'all. Rondo.
I mean, our family would get a kick out of it.
I'll just say it was hilarious. What? Lindsay said yes. I was watching a Jerry Lewis black and white movie. That's even worse. Look at me shaking my head. You're trying to you ain't gonna never come out your house if you tell people you've been watching this type of stuff. No wonder they call us racist. I'm even a white supremacist. I don't know how the hell that was a stretch. I literally had some white woman come on my page. You're a white supremacist. Where? My eyes ain't even white no more. I've been stressed out so much in my life. I like a tinge of a brown. Where? And where I'm white? I have white in me. Stop, Creation. Just what? Y'all make sure y'all go over there to the Faith Over Fear.
And donate or buy a t-shirt.
I know it, right? Because it's just like, And Sammy Davis Jr. Oh, we was raised by the best. That's why we bucked the police. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about some people that's actually bucking the police right now. Go Australia, let's go. Let's go Australia, let's go. Whoop, whoop. All right. Go ahead now. Australia, y'all. Jailbreak. Ha, ha. 16 years. Go, Australia. Jailbreak. And France. Gone, y'all. Yeah. They was like, hell no, we ain't gonna take it no more. Dude, they was in the street. They was hitting horses, just like on Blazing Saddles. I just couldn't figure that out. All right, pandemonium breaks out in Australia as a stampede of lockdown protesters overrun the popos. They didn't overrun the popos. They just started pushing, and the police said, be our guest. Trust me, we ain't in that mess. It's like, nope. They was like Portland, Oregon over the weekend. Creesha, you switch like that. If y'all did not hear about the Proud Boys and Antifa going head to head, and the popos was like, pass the buttered movie flavored popcorn, they stood back. I'm thinking it's gonna be some blood. They running. I'm sitting here stand still, so the Proud Boys could go hit them. Yeah, I was doing that, watching that video. It's like that girl that got a boyfriend beat down at that baseball game, but you won't put your hands on nobody else. Creesha, honey, it was a wild, rough weekend. Let's keep going. Things are not going well in Australia for the elite, you say. Okay. It says the democratic country has been the scene of some of the strictest, most irrational lockdown policies in the entire pandemic, while their neighbors, New Zealand, has gone absolutely insane. And the Aussies are right there with them. Y'all have military in the sky. Get back in your homes. We're going to start shooting. Get back in your homes. Now, they saying, F you, I won't do what you tell. Don't you play that song. It says arrest state has reported in the last past act of tyranny, including police beating people who refuse to comply with their nonsensical immigration measure, mitigation measures, sorry. It says these latest videos, which are a hot mess. Dave, can you show this? Can you show this? I'm just asking before I try to actually get it up. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, it looked like 20,000 people in the street, and they said charge, and it looked like maybe 50 popos. How did they think that was gonna work? 50 police, 10 to 20,000 people. They just said, nope. See you home for dinner. You know, some of their fams was up in there. Some of their fams was up in there. I said, ooh, this is not gonna turn out right. And it did, and I was like, go for it. And it didn't. I shared this tweet. Creesha, you are literally stopping and tweeting. What? I'm gonna share it with you, Dave. I'm gonna copy the link so everybody and their grandma can see and congratulate the Australians. Oh, you do? Okay. Y'all call y'allself Australians? Probably not. I just drug that out. Let's keep going. It says Australians have had enough. Power to the people. Let's go. Yeah, I'm ready. Show it for the world to see so we can practice our own dango selves, because we're going to take to the street in a little while.
To express their frustration at this current lockdown. And there you go. We have some protesters there trying to break through the police line. We've got
push them back, kick them back, way back.
Stop the demonstration.
What are they doing? They got no guns.
Ahead. If you remember,
y'all see this? Creation. Well, they can't see it over here. I'm just trying to be fair to them. Look at this. That's Tyrone, Bebe, Leroy, Brenda, Lisa, Linda. Look at Tony Lee. Running up the street. Because, you know, she is from Australia. Tony Lee is from Australia. They's like, I saw one he punched a horse. What the horse do? I was like, the horse? They tried to break through. No, they didn't try nothing. They said, bump that. They didn't even try to hold them back.
Similar pictures a month ago.
Creesha, you laughing?
Similar lockdown protests.
Like what? It looked like what happened in Chicago every weekend.
In Melbourne, in Brisbane as well.
What, Creesha? You can finish. They get the gist of what's about to pop off if they try this stuff here. ahead and give a round of applause to the people. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. You gotta give some. This is Australia. Now you gotta. Come on now. They surrounded by water. I would just make them walk the plank. What they gonna do? Have guards at their house? Got a big old wall. They ain't finna hold these people back. Just go and snatch them out the back of their heads and just take them to like the, what ocean is over there? Okay, keep going. All right then. Wait to see. Jersey Jack said, way to go. Way to go. Way to go. I'm sure they got an island somewhere. Just, y'all know how to run y'all stuff. Send them to the outback with no water. I heard it don't rain over there anyway. So just put them out there with the aborigines and the dingoes and kangaroos. I heard there's a lot of rats. So they'll be welcome going out there. People are taking their lives back. Gotta take the power back. That's pretty much what you gotta do if you want to live. Hey Maria, time for Americans to do the same as Australia. I'm on the Proud Boy side. What? You think I'm finna be with some people that look like they on anonymity 24/7? Like they all stink of a meth house when they get into a crowd? No, I want to be with the ones that's waving the flag. I don't know why they always got to look dirty and dusty. I know black draws heat, but it's supposed to smell like meth. Because that's methed up everywhere they go. Australia took the guns away from law-abiding citizens. And no wonder Joe Biden talking about, well, now we're going to have to take 9mm. Bro, you ain't even took the rest of the stuff we have. Now you gonna come and take 9mm from the American citizens?
What, so they can give them to the Taliban?
No, everybody right now, they got pew 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 pew, boom, 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 boom. They all just look back talking about, who are you talking to? Thelma. They talking to you? Thelma's like, shh, no, baby, they ain't talking to me either. Leroy, me and Pookie and Ray Ray got 10th Street on lock. That's pretty much, you just learn some signals. I'm just throwing that out there. So, Crenshaw, you like the Proud Boys? Have you smelled Antifa? I smelled them through my phone, and I'm sitting here like somebody throw a Dove bar soap out there because they smell like they stink 24/7, just nasty and funky looking for no reason. Hey Scott, let's worry about having everyone wear a mask instead of who is trafficking the children. See how he changed this? You see what he did? Now we know who was trafficking and having, I tried to share that article and I got put in Facebook jail because it was Hunter Biden. Newest laptop number 4, not 4, the 4th laptop that has been found and brought public. How many? I tried to share it. Not really. But I did try to share that article that was floating around there. I got locked down. Now, see, if that was Trump Child or, Junior or Eric or any other person out there, they'd have been, won't let you out. They won't let you out. You got locked up.